Putting a tyre on a wheel with Murphy's tyre soap. It's reusable and you can just pack it into the edge of the rim and then seal it up and then blow it up with your compressor. So we'll see if this works. Just pack it in. I'm using a putty knife, and I'm just sticking it in the gap between the wire bead and the edge of the rim to lubricate it, because when I used a compression strap by itself and blew it up, it didn't quite seat properly and it was unevenly seated. So even though as the tyre correctly blew up, the bead wasn't quite towards the edge of the rim here. It was actually inside the middle of the tyre because there's a bit of ridge in there. So anyway, so good old YouTube. Saw someone struggling trying to do the compression strap and also the rather dangerous blow up your tyre trick with lighter fluid or similar. And they recommended doing this, just packing the rim. Now they didn't quite do this, they just packed the edge of the rim, and it was on a tractor implement, so it was a super big tyre, a super big gap, and you know, much larger tyre than this tractor tyre. But I'm giving this a go. Murphy's tyre soap's like $25 from Amazon, and it's reusable, like I said. Just pack it in here, and just give it a good bit of lube around there. Just get it in the edges, and apparently it doesn't have anything that rots your tyre or your rim, which is great. It's a natural soap product, I guess, from Murphy's Soap. What do you know? Sorry if I'm not getting the tyre here. We're gonna just do the last bit of bead lubing here, and then we're going to pack the edges on both sides. I've already done the other side. This will probably do it. Okay. Right, alright, now we're just going to basically just pack the gap here to create a nice air seal. So just stick it in the edge there. The more the better. It's a bit messy, but that's fine. It cleans up pretty quick. It's just soap after all. What a great idea. Oh, I hear the postman. The postman's coming with my new to me 1977 front rims, because my current rims on the front are completely rusted. Really bad shape. So, got some new rims. That's great timing. Alright, so just get this sealed up nice so there's no air gap, and the more tyre soap's in there, the better the seal's going to be, because of course you're basically pushing air through this thing, so you want to be as tight as possible. And actually all of this all this stuff. I had a big mound from here. I did one tire earlier. It looked great. The one tire I had trouble with just doing the compression strap. So just do this. I think this will be helpful for anyone who's trying to do this. It was a kind of rare to see. Everyone always just does the compression strap or the lighter fluid trick, which
you get a tuneful treat in the form
and Alexa is annoying me. Alexa, off. She suddenly woke up, which is pretty annoying. Okay, so we're nearly there. Let's pack it in. Sorry for the long video. Boo boo boo. But this is actually quite easy. And like I said, the only reason I'm doing this is because I struggled with getting the tire seated straight. Just needed a bit of lube on the inside, and technically I could probably just have lubed it with this soap on the bead and then used the compression strap to compress the middle of the tire, etc. But you know, I've got a tub of this, 8-pound tub. Don't mind doing this, it's easy. Easy, low effort. Well, I think it's low effort. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just putting a nice airtight seal. As you can see, I'm super anally retentive. Let's make sure it's on thick, basically, so there's no air rushing out too much. And then this will just go, it'll just squeeze out. It's kind of fun. Okay. All right, now for the next trick. And I'm wearing gloves. You don't have to wear gloves, it's just soap there. Let's see. All right. So I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit here for you. Should have done that earlier. Okay. All right, so now the max pressure of this tire is 20 psi. It's supposed to be 10 when you're using it, but I'm going to blow it up to around 20 just to get the tire to, the bead to seat on the outer edge of this rim here. And then I'll get it down to the right pressure later. All right, here we go. We are at 20. Don't want to go any more than that. Probably could, but it might go bang. So, look at the other side here. It looks like it's seated nicely. And then you can just get your spatula and wipe it off. And then you put it, literally put it back in the tub and use it again, which is pretty cool. Now, if you were a farmer or something, this would be great stuff to have in your shed. If you're changing tires a lot, or you're, I don't know, you're an overlander or something, and you're changing the tires a lot, this stuff's awesome. Great lube. So it looks like it's nicely seated around the edge here. That's good. On this side, just wipe it off. Make sure we're seated all the way around. Stuff's like a weird consistency, it's sort of like a cross between soap and thick white lithium grease. Doesn't have any lithium grease in it, it's just soap. A weird product, but it works a treat. I love this stuff. I guess you can also use it to get the tire off your rim as well, which I didn't. I was just using dish soap and a lot of dish soap and water, but this would have been even better because it's sticky and it stays in place. Doesn't have any salt in, not going to rot your rims. So, wish I'd known about it before. That's why I'm making this video. There we go. This is perfect. Nicely done. It's on.